Yeah, we're starting off the episode with a wild battle, and you know what that means. Yeah, nah, I'm just kidding. Can't always have a shiny, I suppose. Anyways, welcome back to my FireRed Omega Nuzlocke. And in between episodes, I was just kinda kicking around in the overworld. And that's when I realized, wait for it, the power plant is actually open now. And because I could use a break from all the trainers in Silph Co, I just want to explore this place. Because it's got cool music. And also, it counts as a new area, which means we can catch another Pokémon here, so let's go! It's pretty much guaranteed to be an electric type, I believe, and which is great, because I don't really have that many electric moves on the team. In fact, I only have one, which is the random Thunder Punch that Juice gained. And no, I'm actually not running a risk here running into Voltorb or Electrode, because if we look at my team, I have Hardhat in front, so electric moves won't do a thing, Explosion won't do much, so we're good. And also, it would count as a duplicate catch, so I wouldn't even be forced to catch it. But with that being said, I think the encounter rate was... yeah, there we go. What's it? It's Voltorb, of course. Yeah, as I was starting to say, I believe the encounter rate was quite lowered in this, because in the originals, you couldn't take 3 steps before running into another Pokémon, honestly. But here, it's taking quite a while, which is good. I like that. And second is... Minun. You won't believe how underwhelmed I am right now. Honestly, Plusle and Minun are among the... not most useless Pokémon, but... they're just, as I said, underwhelming. Because I did bring a Plusle into the Hall of Fame in the original Sapphire, but it wasn't great. It wasn't great at all. I just caught it, I just had it because I had hope that it would become as good as, say, Raichu. But no, it really didn't. It was just a weird one-stage gimmicky electric Pokémon, which I just caught, so that is good, I guess. But I don't see myself use the Minun, like, at all. Okay, and because it's Minun, it's minus, it's negative. I could go with a variety of names here. I will go with... yeah, I will go with lowercase, there we go, no. I will name you... Sponge. Anyone who knows about Vinesauce, or more specifically Vinny, will know what this is referring to. Anybody else, well, let's just say it's a sponge for sadness. And because of that, let me... no, not a max potion, Jesus, I don't want to waste that. Max repel, that's better. Because... oh, great. Wow, the minute I throw on the repel, I get molested by an Electrode here. And... that's actually one thing I wanted to talk about. Like... so Voltorb and Electrode are basically the mimic treasure chests from typical RPGs. Because they disguise themselves as item Pokeballs. But... yeah, let's just check the Pokedex real quick, because I have a Voltorb. It's in the 100s, isn't it? It's actually number 100, yeah. Yeah, so it's 1 feet tall. And Electrode is... okay, we can't see. But, yeah, it's 1 feet. 1 foot, 1 foot. And 8 inches. Yeah, I think the main characters in the games are just way too stupid to realize that the Voltorbs, disguised as Pokeballs, are way too big to be actually Pokeballs. I don't know why the trainers can't realize that, oh, this thing is actually a really big Pokeball. There must be a ton of items in there. Oh shit, it's a Voltorb. Oh, what a shame. I don't know what they're thinking. And because the power plant is quite the maze, you will see me bumble around like a madman in here. Because I want to get all the items and run from all the Electrode and Voltorb. So, yeah, get, like, buckled up. Get buckled up, yeah. I meant to say buckle up. Whatever. Let me throw on the second repel. I'm gonna burn through those like crazy. And while this is happening, let's talk about what's in this dungeon. Because at the end of the power plant, traditionally you can find Zapdos, a legendary Pokémon, and one of the most powerful electric types in the game. Yeah, and on that note, I would like to talk about legendary Pokémon in general. Because they are generally the strongest Pokémon in the entire Pokémon series, which is, as a kid, I absolutely loved using them and destroying the game with them, which probably every kid did. Like, in every game of Generation 1, including Stadium, I used the 3 legendary birds, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres, with probably, like, 3 electric, ice, fire moves and 1 flying move. And knowing me, whoa, 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 calm down there, Electrode. Jeez. Won't let me run away? Fine, then just kill yourself, why not? But yeah, I probably had Mewtwo as well, honestly. At least in the Game Boy games. But I specifically remember in Stadium, when you have to fight Mewtwo, I fought it with an insane team. I fought it with Electrode and Jolteon, because they were faster, and my own Mewtwo, which had, I'm not even kidding, Psychic, Flamethrower, or Fire Blast, I can't remember, Thunderbolt, and Ice Beam. Yeah, this thing was a beast in the original games. But let me interrupt my train of thought here, because I got to Zapdos quicker than I thought. Okay, and as the rules of my run say, I am not allowed to catch or use any legendaries. I'm allowed to catch them if they're shiny, but still not use them. Or, actually no, I could use them, I think. But I don't want to. So that's why I'm just trying to kill them all. Burn the infidels. And watch the Zapdos here. Okay, it's level 50, that's even, that's perfect. And watch it know, like, what's it called? Water Pulse. No, it's useless. Thunder Wave. And I'm useless because I miss. Honestly, the most dangerous move Zapdos could use is probably Drill Peck, which is still not gonna do much to Hard Hat. So let's just slowly but surely kill the Zapdos and slay our first legendary beast of the game. Yeah, keep using Thunder Wave. It'll work eventually. But yeah, back to my train of thought here while Zapdos is going down. In Gold, I used a Ho-Oh on my team. In Crystal, I used Suicune. The list goes on, really. But nowadays, I'm not using them anymore, because honestly, they're kind of boring to use. And, oh yeah, they fixed it. Because I remember in the original games, the entrance and the exit were the same door. Like, you would always come out of this door. I didn't know they fixed that. I can't remember that. Oh well. Back to the legendaries. So, yeah, legendaries, I don't like them as much as I used to, because they're kind of boring to use and over-designed. Like, if you compare Zapdos to a later one, let's say Reshiram or Zekrom, crazy designs. Especially if you put in Mega Evolutions to the mix as well. The only one that I used in, like, the recent past was Celebi in Pokemon X or Y. But even then, I exclusively used it as a grinding slave in the Battle Chateau. And yeah, that's really it. That's all the legendaries I've used. Because I, like, growing up, actually no, when I was a kid, it was the most fun for me to just destroy the entire game. Oh, actually, before we go back into Silph Co, let's check out the Minun, because why not? But yeah, but nowadays I prefer to have a more challenging run, and that's why I play more Nuzlocke than casual runs nowadays. But in casual runs, I also use a generally weaker Pokemon. I prefer using weaker Pokemon that I actually like over strong, powerful Pokemon that I don't like as much. And did you get a stat boost, Sponge? Your special defense and speed seem way too high compared to what they should be. Huh. So if I ever need an electric bulky type, I guess here I go. But yeah. Where was I? Oh yeah, Pokemon that I prefer using weaker Pokemon. Like, I specifically did a week Pokemon run in X once, and that was a whole lot of fun. It was interesting coming up with different strategies and movesets for my team. For example, I had a Jumpluff, and Jumpluff is probably one of the weaker grass Pokemon, at least in casual games. I don't know if it's good competitively. But that Jumpluff, I used a kind of annoyer/residual damage type strategy, because I gave it Leech Seed, Toxic, stuff like that. And it was really fun. Oh. Wow, I'm scared. You're a useful character, get out of here. And yeah, it was more fun getting the HP up than... No, it was more I'm sorry. I keep getting interrupted here again. As I said, it was more fun just coming up with weird random strategies that I wouldn't use otherwise than just wrecking the game. And also what I don't like about legendaries is the sheer number of legendaries that exists nowadays. Because in the original you had the 3 legendary birds, Mewtwo, and if you count pseudo-legendaries, Dragonite. That's it. 4 or 5. And compare that to Generation 4, which is the worst offender in the entire series, I think. Which has like 15 or something? I can't remember. It's crazy. But yeah, for something that should be rare and obscure, there sure are lots of them just chilling out in the open. Like you have something like Heatran, which just unceremoniously exists. But I don't know. But honestly, the worst offender of all of the legendaries might be Zygarde in Gen 7, which is just, given to you early in the game. So I didn't like that at all. Granted, you didn't get Zygarde at its strongest form, but even then, getting a legendary that early on is... no, just no. And on top of legendaries, there's also the matter of the Ultra Beasts nowadays, which I think I even like less than legendaries. Because they're really over-designed than they're more over-designed than regular legendaries. And they're taking the concept a little too far, in my opinion. Because why do you keep missing Quiet? Come on now. 75% accuracy. Oh well. But yeah, Ultra Beasts don't even look like Pokemon anymore, really. They're just these weird monsters that belong into another, like, more traditional JRPG, but whatever. I mean, story-wise, they're not even supposed to be proper Pokemon. But if you look at the Pokédex, they're actually accounted as Pokémon. Which is... I don't know. I don't know why they do that. But anyways, I'm not forced to use them. People can use them if they like, obviously. So, and I don't play it competitively, so I don't even fight against them. So yeah. That's kind of my rant about the legendaries. While they used to be cool in my mind, nowadays they're just... They just exist. I don't like them. I don't like poison either. Great, I hate Effect Spore. That brings me to the next subject I could talk about, like Effect Spore. I really, really hate Effect Spore. It has a fairly low chance of kicking in, I think, but it always kicks in more than I would expect. As shown here by Quiet getting poisoned. Because Effect Spore, what it does is any contact moves will deal a special, like a status condition to the user of the contact move. And that's why Quiet got poisoned. So I don't like that at all. And I think I'm sitting pretty. I should be able to... Oh yeah, easily. I'll be able to get back to the Pokemon Center. No problem. Okay, that actually clears out all the normal trainers in Silph Co. But there's still 2 boss trainers left, which I'm not ready to fight just yet. But I also only ran the episode for like 15 minutes, so I'm not even ready to finish it yet. So there's one more random side thing I can do right now. And for that, we will need to go to Fuchsia City. So, I wanted to say I'll meet you there, but you know what? No, screw it. We can just fly there. Draco, take us there. There it is. Here we go. Draco, take flight. Fly is such a useful thing to have. But, you know what? I actually prefer the soaring in in the Hoenn game remakes. And don't mind me, I'm just looking for hidden items here on the beach. There might be something, I don't know. Because in soaring, you kind of jump on your Latias or Latios, and you just fly through the sky, and you can encounter wild Pokemon while doing so. So that is really, really cool. The only thing is, again, that brings me back to my point of legendaries just being thrown at you. You get the Latios or Latias for free in the middle of the game. And it's a really powerful Pokemon too. So that kind of makes the game a bit trivial. However, I played a Nuzlocke once and decided to put the Latias on the team. Was it Latias or Latios? It was the red one. I can never remember the names. But yeah, so I put it on the team and it died. Very quickly. To the double battle versus. You're not gonna believe this. Dustox and Beautifly. There is a double battle in the game on one of the side routes you don't have to go on, which puts you against, Dustox and a Beautifly. And they both ganged up on Latias. And because they're bugs and Latias is psychic, they were able to hit it super effectively. So yeah, that's how I killed off a legendary in a Nuzlocke. That was not one of my smartest moves, I admit. Yeah, no, but since then I've never used the legendary again. That was the last time I've used one. And even then, Latias without the Soul Dew is defensive. It's a good bulky Pokemon, but offensively it's not that good. There's a lot more stronger psychic types than it, or even dragon types. And here's Quillfish, which reminds me, I have a Quillfish, and I really wouldn't mind using it. Bling! I haven't done that in a while too. Yeah, but Quillfish I really, really would like to use if it was more useful in Generation 3. Because it's not able to do good damage with its water move. I don't know why I said singular there, whatever. But yeah, Quillfish is down, we get a bit more experience. Ooh, that's chilly! What is? Oh, Tentacool. Watch out for Tentacool. You know, fun fact. Not really an issue in the hack. Because the hacker was probably sick of all the Tentacool, and he decided, you know what? Nah, we're gonna put Tentacool far away from the main part of the game. Because I think you can only find Tentacool, or at least you can only commonly find Tentacool, on the Sevi Islands, which are still a little away for us. So, that's a good thing, because Tentacool, they're like the kings and queens of the seas in all Pokemon games. And while they are good, I'm just getting sick of them, really. I think everybody is. But then again, that means they're successful, because they're supposed to be annoying, and they're supposed to be a pest. So yeah, I guess that's it. That's Tentacool. And this is Barboach. Yeah, that's my whole commentary. Barboach is a really, really bland water Pokemon in my mind. It does have a secondary ground type, but it's a third generation Pokemon. And in the third generation, there were so many new water ground types. Let's see, there was the Barboach family. There was, hell, Swampert, a starter. Wait, is that it already? That can't be it. I must be forgetting something. Or was it Gen 4 where they became more common? But anyways, as the years progressed, water ground type Pokemon became so much more common. And they're getting kinda annoying. It's just, there's so many types they haven't used yet. Like, what was it? I think there's a lot of electric types that they've never really explored. Like, electric grass is only available as a Rotom side form. Electric fire as well. So, I hope one day, in like Generation 10 or whatever, they'll have a Pokemon, or like they'll have every type covered, every type combination. However, until then we might also get like 4 more types. So, who knows? And I'm gonna do something dumb. Ah, no, I'm not. Screw this. No. This is a Nuzlocke. I've already lost a lot of important team members. I'm not gonna risk Juice just to be able to hit the electric weakness. Hell no. I'd rather whittle it down slowly. Slowly. I don't know what that was. Kinda got something stuck in my throat. Now, Mantine... Yeah, that's what I thought. Water Pulse has a 30% chance of causing confusion. But for me, it's always a 95% chance, I feel. Because my luck is just rotten. It always is. It will always be. So, Jackie, let's get you out of here. Kappa, clean up. Kill the Mantine. Meow, 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 meow. Now watch Kappa get confused as well, because this is my luck. Okay, no, good. Good. Let's fake it out. That did more damage than I thought, actually. Then again, Mantine's normal defense, or physical defense rather, is not that good. It's more of a special defender. Is it dead? It is dead. Okay. I can never tell with my tiny screen here. It might have had a sliver of health left, but it didn't. So, it fell. And now we have Cloyster. Cloyster was also part of the, outcast ragtag group of 6 that I had in my X round that I mentioned earlier. And it was quite difficult to use, honestly. While it does have a heavy defense, its special defense is really weak. So, wait. I'm having a feeling of deja vu right now. Didn't I tell this story already? Yeah, let's just forget that happened. We're at 21 minutes now, which is good in my books. Yeah, sorry for the weird pacing here, but I just wanted to finish off the power plant before tackling the final part of Silph Co. But I wanted to have the Silph Co bosses in a separate video. So that's why this one's running a little bit short and it's a bit scatterbrained. So apologies for that. But next time will be definitely more exciting. Watch my entire team die. I hope that doesn't happen, but whatever. Until then, I will save the game, overwrite my old file, not turn off the power even though I didn't make any progress whatsoever, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.